Every day, millions of people carry silent questions about life, purpose, and happiness. Welcome to Pondering Life's Journeys, a place where we explore the struggles of being human and the timeless wisdom that helps us navigate them. But here's something important. Most people who watch these videos never subscribe. If these conversations mean something to you, if even one idea resonates, please subscribe and like this video. It helps this channel reach the people who might desperately need to hear these messages, and it gives us the heart to keep creating them. Because none of us are truly walking this journey alone.
Let us begin today with the knowledge that you are not stuck in your life. You are simply living in a reality your past self created, and you have the power to rewrite it starting now. Have you ever felt like your life is on repeat? Like no matter what you try, the same problems show up, the same frustrations return, the same limits refuse to break. It feels real, it feels permanent. But what if I told you it's not? What if your circumstances, the very things you think are holding you back, are not the cause of your life, but the result of it? Think about that. Most people wake up every day and immediately check their reality, their bank account, their job, their relationships, their stress. And without realizing it, they react to what they see. But here's the trap. The more you focus on your current circumstances, the more you reinforce them. Your attention is energy, and where your attention goes, your energy flows. So if all your focus is on what's wrong, the lack, the struggle, the frustration, you are unconsciously feeding the very reality you want to escape. It's like trying to run out of a maze while staring at the walls. You can't see the exit because you're too focused on what's already there. But here's the shift, the moment everything changes. Your circumstances are not fixed. They are not permanent. They are simply a snapshot of your past thoughts, your past beliefs, your past emotional patterns. They are echoes of who you used to be. And if they were created, they can be recreated. The problem is not your situation. The problem is identification. You've been taught to become your circumstances, to say, this is my life, this is just how things are, this is who I am. But that's not truth. That's conditioning. The moment you stop identifying with your current reality and start observing it as something temporary, you break the illusion. And in that moment, you go from being trapped to being powerful. One of the most dangerous beliefs you can carry is the idea that life is happening to you. Because the moment you believe that, you give your power away. You start blaming circumstances, blaming people, blaming timing, blaming everything outside of you. And while blame feels justified, it also keeps you stuck. Because you can't change what you believe controls you. But here's the truth most people avoid. You may not control everything that happens, but you absolutely control how you respond and what you create next. That's where your power lives. Not in the past, not in the problem, but in your response. The shift from victim to creator is not about fault, it's about ownership. Ownership of your thoughts, ownership of your emotions, ownership of your direction. Because whether you realize it or not, your subconscious mind is running the show. Nearly everything you do, your habits, your reactions, your patterns, is driven by programs you didn't consciously choose. And those programs, they were built from repetition. Repeated thoughts, repeated emotions, repeated beliefs. So if your subconscious is wired for limitation, it will keep recreating limitation. Not because you're unlucky, but because you're consistent. But here's the breakthrough. If repetition created your current reality, then repetition can create a new one. You can reprogram your mind through awareness, through visualization, through intentional thought. When you start imagining a new reality clearly, vividly, emotionally, you are sending new signals to your brain, and your brain begins to adapt. It begins to build new neural pathways, new patterns, new possibilities. This is how transformation begins. Not by changing the outside first, but by rewriting the inside. Because once your internal state shifts, your external world has no choice but to follow. Everything in your life is energy. Your thoughts are energy. Your emotions are energy. Your attention is energy. And your reality is a reflection of how you've been using it. Imagine your attention as currency. Every thought you entertain, every worry you repeat, every fear you hold on to, you're investing in something. The question is, are you investing in your past or your future? Because when you focus on your problems, you fund them. But when you focus on possibilities, you build them. This is why your emotional state matters so much. If you live in fear, doubt, frustration, you stay aligned with the same outcomes. But when you elevate your emotions, gratitude, joy, belief, you shift your entire frequency. And that shift opens doors you couldn't see before. Here's the part most people miss. You don't wait for your life to change to feel better. You feel better first, and your life begins to change. That's creation. That's power. Because your emotions are not dictated by your circumstances. They are a choice. You can choose gratitude even before things improve. You can choose belief even without evidence. You can choose alignment before results. And when you do, you stop reacting to reality and start shaping it. But to fully step into this, you must go beyond your senses. Because your senses only show you what already exists. If you rely only on what you see, you will recreate the same life. But when you tap into imagination, vision, intuition, you connect to what could exist. And that's where creation happens. Not in what is, but in what you choose to believe is possible. Your future is not something you wait for. It's something you practice every single day. Through your thoughts, through your choices, through your energy. Most people are stuck in the past, replaying old stories, reliving old emotions, and then they wonder why nothing changes. But transformation happens in one place only, the present moment, right now. This moment is your canvas, and every thought you choose, every emotion you embody, every action you take is a brushstroke. So the question becomes, are you painting your past or your future? Because small, consistent choices create massive change. Choosing gratitude over frustration, choosing belief over doubt, choosing action over hesitation. These moments may feel small, but they are powerful. They build momentum, they rewire your brain, they reshape your identity, and over time, they transform your reality. But here's the final piece. You must let go. Let go of needing everything to happen a certain way. Let go of controlling every outcome. Let go of forcing the timeline. Because attachment creates resistance, and resistance blocks flow. When you trust the process, when you detach from outcomes, you create space for something greater to unfold. You move from force to alignment, from stress to flow, from fear to trust. And in that state, you become unstoppable. Because now, you're not just thinking differently, you're being differently. You're no longer reacting to life, you're creating it. And the moment you fully step into that role, everything changes. Because you finally realize you were never the victim. You were always the creator.
If this conversation gave you something to think about, a new perspective, or even a small sense of clarity, then this channel is for you. Consider joining this growing community by subscribing and leave a like on the video so more people searching for answers can find these ideas too. Your support keeps these conversations alive. Until the next video, keep reflecting, keep growing, and keep pondering life's journeys.